As you guys know, I love gossip. I love my tea. Isn't that true, Sona?
Yeah, you love your hot goss.
I call it tea. Isn't that something that I should be...
I don't think you can say I love my tea. I don't know if that's the way it works. And it sounds weird coming from you anyway.
Also, often when I say it, I just like an actual tea. Chamomile.
I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, I don't mean...
Yeah, Conan, this segment's supposed to be about gossip, not tea.
Well, my enthusiasm level just dropped incredibly because I have all these facts at my disposal about different blends, your English breakfast, your Scottish lunch.
Did you research tea before this segment thinking we were going to talk about tea?
I take these segments seriously, and I went to the library because that's the only place to get information, and I went through the library cards, the Dewey Decimal System. But now that I know that it's about gossip, I'm even more excited because I love gossip. And as you say, Sona, I loves my hot goss. So I'm very happy to report that Team Coco finally has a gossip expert in the house, comedian Solomon Georgio. Very happy that he's on board. Yes.
Hi, hello.
That's Solomon laughing there. Solomon, I love anyone who just giggles at their own name. That is your actual name, Solomon.
Yeah. Every time I hear it, I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah. Trust me, my first name gets a laugh out of me every time. But anyway, Solomon has been in the Team Coco family for a while. He's appeared at our live shows. He's been on the late night show. And just before the world went on lockdown, Solomon hit send on a tweet that changed his life. The tweet was, "I don't care about celebrity gossip. Give me small-scale gossip." And you had no idea what you were going to get back when you sent that tweet out, did you, Solomon?
No, I did not. I did not expect hundreds of responses to truly the most, just an afterthought that I had just in the middle of the day.
Yeah, the tweet went viral. Complete strangers started sending Solomon their juiciest stories. Now he's serving them up on The Juice, a brand new podcast from Team Coco, featuring Solomon and a celebrity guest discussing low-stakes gossip stories. It's low stakes and very high on the petty.
Yes,
I think, which is, I always like petty gossip. I love a good petty.
I've held every grudge my entire life. Not a single one has been let go.
The Irish, all we're really known for is very green grass and the ability to hold a grudge for thousands of years over the smallest thing. Hey, you put the stone on my side of the farm. It should stay on your side of the farm. And then they're bitter about it for 1,000 years. Anyway, Solomon, thanks for being with us. And you've brought some juicy gossip to share. I want to hear this because I want to weigh in. I'm a very wise man.
Well, I brought some historical gossip, some stuff from the past, because gossip has been around for a while. It's been like segments in newspapers for the longest time.
I mean, gossip's been around. What do you mean it's been around for a while? I think right after Adam and Eve were kicked out of, Eden, gossip started.
Yeah,
about this naked man and woman, and what was with the snake, and how come the apple, and so yes, it's been with us since day one, and it's probably kept the earth turning.
So Conan, Matt, I know that you both are history buffs. So these are historical pieces of gossip that we put together for you. These historical pieces of gossip come from the Hamilton Evening Journal, August 6th, 1892.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Juicy.
A woman not 1,000 miles from Richmond was, without doubt, the most flurried female in 7 counties when she discovered, after coming out of church Sunday, that her brand new hat was adorned with a tag, whereupon was inscribed the legend, "Reduced to $2.75.
Oh my God.
So
how humiliating for her.
Yeah.
She bought a hat on sale?
She bought a hat on sale and was probably humiliated because it made the paper, right?
It made the paper, but also like she's leaving church. She's supposed to have the newest hat, I'm assuming, because it's a church function.
Yeah, the Sunday finest.
And she showed up with a cheap hat and she didn't take the tag off.
Also, this just shows you how little was happening in the news that day. Or what a bad newspaper it was. Because what if this was the same day that, like, President Garfield was shot, and they were like, what should we do? The president's been shot in a train station in Washington. Wait a minute, this just over the transom.
Stop the presses.
The president, he'll either live or die. There's nothing we can do about it. But...
Well, look,
Enid Crabtree just wore a reduced hat at the Methodist Church. We've got to get this out there.
Do you remember Minnie Pearl? She used to wear a hat with the tag hanging down. Is this in reference to that?
No. It can't be. No. This was I don't think Minnie Pearl knew about this story.
She might have.
Is that what you're saying?
Like, look, Minnie Pearl might be all-knowing.
She might be the woman.
That would make Minnie Pearl, who I'm going to guess passed away like 10 years ago. So she would have been, I don't know, 120 when she died. I'm sorry.
Could happen.
Who's Minnie Pearl?
A rapper that just hit huge, just out of you got to know what's going on. Right, straight out of Oakland. No, Minnie Pearl.
Oh, that's
Minnie Pearl was famous. Was at the Grand Ole Opry. She was a comedian, and then she was on Hee Haw. She was big time comic in her day, and that was her trademark, was a tag hanging from her hat. So those are things I love that you're learning, Sona, about the history of women in comedy.
Yes, from you, a man in comedy. It makes sense.
Sort of in comedy, I guess. I don't know. But it's unclear to me what I'm doing anymore.
It is just the reduced price hat is sort of the thing that's like it is gauche. You can't be caught in that situation. So Minnie Pearl's doing like a nice little tip to something that's happened to too many women, unfortunately.
Of course, nowadays, to elicit the same kind of scandal, you'd probably just have to walk naked. Do you know what I mean? Out of a church that you just set on fire to get the same amount of attention. This society has changed so much. I don't think if someone saw a reduced sale tag, also that would look cool. Like, I think, aren't there a lot of celebrities who like to let it out there that I only spent $8 on this, or I only spent, this was only $15, and you're seen as thrifty, which is cool.
And there was a fashion to keep the stickers on your ball cap for a long time too.
But also, like, it shows like how different our society was. People like talk about cancel culture. Like, she got canceled for wearing a reduced priced hat.
We hope she was just canceled. She may have been run out of town.
Or murdered.
Murdered. Yeah. Who knows? We don't know. The stakes were very high back in the 1890s. And so we don't know what happened to her. I think it's just safe to assume that she was dismembered. She was
dismembered. Maybe she was going to return the hat after church, so she left the tag on.
Ooh, that's
and
worse.
A lot of influencers do that now, where they buy expensive clothes, keep the tags on, and then return it after they take photos for their social media.
I feel like that's. I think back in the past, all sales were final. I think that's usually.
Okay.
Also, she was also responsible for the first selfie as she came out of the church. She waited while a guy with a camera set up the tripod, put the flash powder on the pan, put his head underneath that big sheet, and then set the daguerreotype levels to the correct settings. And she had to stand still for 40 minutes for her selfie.
Wait, that's not a selfie. She had to get under that curtain.
She got under the curtain. She got under the curtain. She got everything just right. Then she lit the flash powder and jumped back into frame. And it was the first recorded selfie, August 6th, 1892. Look it up. Solomon, what else you got?
The city of Humboldt in Kansas has a young women's military band that goes around playing for picnics and celebrations. It may be all right for a woman to play on a brass horn, but it makes the lips hard just the same.
What?
Oh.
What year are we talking about here?
This is 1892, same.
This is also happening in 1892.
Yes.
Women were just going insane at this time.
I know. So, like, she'd walk around town and everybody'd be like, "Oh, there's hard-lipped Sheila over there. Don't go near her."
It was actually a whole women's band, a military band on top of that. So they were in the military.
So wait a minute.
Wow.
I'm confused. It does make the lips hard was considered a bad thing.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm like. I feel like, is it just because they're all women and they shouldn't be getting their lips hard, and that's against the rules?
I think so.
I don't understand.
I don't know, but it sounds kind of sexual.
Yeah,
well,
like they've been put out to
your
pasture.
Lips hard. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's that their lips have been spoiled now, that they don't have soft lips anymore.
Oh, okay. I was saying the way it was written sounded sexual.
Yeah.
I like a hard-lipped woman.
What about like chapped, crusty lips like that?
I like that too.
That sounds great.
Oh.
Honestly, smooth lips, really, they don't tell a story. And that's what I think the issue is.
Yeah, I think I'm with Solomon on this one. Anyone can have smooth lips. That just means you haven't lived life.
Yeah.
But give me a hard-lipped woman whose lips are chapped, crusty, flaking. Mm-hmm. You
want her to leave some of her lips on you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Oh,
I want it to feel like
what?
I want it to feel like I just kissed a freshly sandblasted banister and That's what I like. Hey, that's what, I swear to God, first thing, when I saw my wife way back in 2000 across the room, first thing I shouted was, yo, you got some hard lips. And then I said, give me some of that skin chap.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I said, flake me up, baby. Anyway, she refused.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it took me a year to recover just from that. She got a restraining order, but then about a year later, she had forgotten that I said that. I said that was someone else, and she believed it. So we got past it. I'll ask her. This is good gossip. I like this. I like historical gossip. This is good. I like I call it the goo. Give me the goo. Don't I always say that, Sona?
The goo.
Yeah.
You do.
I say, what's the goo? What's the goo? And to me, that just means the gooey, sweet gossip, the goo. That's what I like.
I like that.
Num, 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 num.
My favorite memory is I used to work at the JCPenney, the suit department, and I would just go hang out with women in the perfume department, and they would smoke menthols, and then we'd watch Passions, and the entire time we would just swap stories of gossip. So that's always going to be.
That sounds amazing. Passions.
You watched
was incredible.
Passions? I
watched it too. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the best soap.
It was a
ever.
fever dream of a soap opera.
I was just going to say it was a fever dream.
I didn't see this soap opera. What made it so great?
It had witches. It had it had a living doll. It was very, very wild.
Yeah, living doll. A little person played a living doll, and it was all shot on early video too. So
I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I remembered everybody was talking about it. It was insane. It was off its rocker.
Crazy.
Bring back Passions. That's all I came here for. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do? I want to. Let's see if we can't use our resources, Solomon, and get some behind-the-scenes gossip from the making of the show Passions. I bet we can get something good going there.
I'm sure I can. I probably can do that. I'm gonna actually do it right now after this.
Yeah. I can't think of a better use of two adult time than to drop everything. We're
Two adults.
Two adult time.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do? This has been a lot of fun, and I'm very happy that you're getting to do what you love. That's the trick in life, Solomon. Find out what you love and then trick people into paying you to do it. And congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you.
Just a reminder, everybody, from workplace romances at Denny's to moms with secret lovers. Oh, my God. Each week, Solomon sources only the best everyday gossip from comedians, performers, and listeners like you. In fact, I went on the juice. I had a blast. Sona, I think you did as well, right?
I did. I had so much fun. I really did. Talking to Solomon was awesome.
Well, he's here listening.
Allegedly.
So of course, you're going to say that. Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, I know.
I
know.
And he's...
I was paying him a compliment.
Yeah, but you're on
ruining
Zoom and I
it.
saw you do air quotes and he was awesome. So insulting. So insulting.
Do you think he saw it? I hope he didn't see it.
I don't think so. I saw him. He's crying now. He's visibly crying. So do with that what you will. But probably crying about something else. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, no, it really is fun. New episodes of The Juice are out every week. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. And thank you, Solomon.
Thank you so much.